Jackie, Jackie. This guy's zigzagging. I don't know, he's like waiting for somebody to make a move. Just looking for our cousin Frankie. Frankie must know him. We noticed he liked Alexander Cortez. Oh, we just had her name and happy birthday. I don't know if I put anything under there, but that was something of a discussion here on the show. And manta rays, the light is flickering. Yes, allocation. Oh, there's I call him Russian guy. Man, if I can reverse it. When we, Johnny knows. A lot of people, some people, I mean, I know we don't get a lot of hits. I mean, maybe, we're going to start changing that. Yeah, it's the Russian guy, man. Right here. Put it in the back, man.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Where's our Obama friends? What do you think of Alexander Cortez? Have a good night. Yes, we did. We had the time to do it and everything. We, we're just like everyone else, man. I mean, as far as seeing like good stuff, I don't know who wouldn't. I mean, our hearts are pure in this. And the thing yesterday, the one video I did, I tried to explain it, whatever I did with the diversity and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you look around, you can see there's so many problems, like in places where they really don't get too much funding. And getting back to the one question with the churches and everything, hey, I would run the St. Mary's. My grandma was a, how do you say it, like a customer, but a parishioner, or whatever the thing is. Did the mass cards for all those years, at least 60 years. Everybody knows her. Everyone knew her in this town. When things were tight, and everyone knew each other and everything like that. All right, it's the past. This whole thing is the past. It's reminiscing and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what I kind of develop here, because there are people like this. It's the human wheels. There's a human element involved to all this. It's like, how you doing? Everything good? Do you need something? I mean, is everything all right? Help push people along. That's what human services and all that kind of stuff are supposed to be doing. I spent some time in it. I worked alongside this coordinator, great friend. Show me the whole business, this whole years of experience. We used to hang out. We became buddies, and that's where I started working at the Unity House. And I want to do rehabilitation, but for that you gotta go get your master's. Because I used to chat with a lot of people young ones who did it. Let's have our little coffee. Let's just go with first name basis. But there was these two people, Mike and Stacy. And Mike was a big Batman fan, so we got along, and he was into Albert Ellis. Albert Ellis, cognitive therapist. And a lot, I mean, he's speeding along the process. Speeding along. Like the whole human service kind of thing. Do it very quickly. Find out what's wrong and work at it. Do it. Whatever is bothering you, let's fix that. But then, as time went by, he was the guy who was in charge of it. He was explaining all these cuts and everything. So why? We had Obama in office and everything. I don't know if it has anything to do with Obama. I really don't. I know it has to do with budgets. I know that's what it's all about. People in there advocating and, doing their best thing to, get the dollars where they belong. And as you see, this town here, you can see, I don't even want to bring up the fact that they didn't have any swimming pools, But I'm just bringing a little bit of comparison. I mean, if you go up other places, where, people know one another or something, where it's just, if they see a little bump or something, it's taken care of the next day, or a street light out. I mean, down here, like, again, it's not a knock or anything like that. I'm just saying, you all talk about inequality and unfairness and all this kind of stuff, when you really got to get out there, or you really got to get a little experience, or you really got to listen to what they say and what they do, and look at the results. Again, things are getting done, but where are they getting done? And just all of a sudden, we woke up one day, and all of a sudden, there was so many billionaires. So the thing with Alexander Cortez. So, all right, here's the deal. All right, let's take the top billionaires. I mean, I don't have all the facts in front of me. I mean, like the net worth amounts and all that kind of stuff. But let's just say hypothetically, there was maybe like the top 100 billionaires. Again, I'm gonna be off by a lot. But let's just say they were worth 30 trillion, or even 20 trillion. I don't know. But whatever the case, let them do this new green bill or something like that. Just take whatever, take half as a down payment, or even more, 75%, because they'll survive. God, I know. I mean, look at the middle class. Look at the people down below. And yes, the system is around here. Since I know a lot about it, I'm telling you, it's that's why I left. That was one of the reasons why I left, because there was a lot of red tape and all this kind of stuff, and you really couldn't speak up. Every time I was speaking up, I was getting written up. I was getting in trouble. And I'm really a nice guy and everything. I didn't want have a big mark or anything. I didn't get too much trouble. I mean, I knew my supervisor. She knew how I felt about things, but it's a no-no. Sometimes you just gotta go in and just do your job. That's how most state people are and everything like that. They see stuff that goes on and everything, but the minute they get involved in taking it on. Since I was telling our Johnny Lightworker, I said, there was a time where I was just, every time I was doing something, I was still holding on. I was attached a little bit to the shows I was doing. I was hoping for this kind of big parade, seeing results. But I mean, and you get a lot of backlash. It's embarrassing sometimes doing stuff like this, but we were able to do it. Getting back to how we can change something like that, well, we just get out and we just do as the people do, the natives. Is that how you say it? How the people. See, nowadays words, you gotta be careful. Because I'm that kind of person. I don't really have a strong grasp hold of the English vocabulary. I mean, I grew up kind of like, wisecrackers and all that kind of stuff. But we pushed. See, that was the one thing that I never forgot. Sometimes, hard love, or sometimes, telling people the truth, really gets people to get to where they got to get to. And, by not really understanding, and here we are with the grid and everything like that. I don't know if he'd be working tonight. I have my number written on a piece of paper here. I was going to hand it to one of the gentlemen, but maybe it is that number. Yeah, that'd be stupid to walk up and. Well, one last check, see if our taxi driver cousin is here. I'd like to have him on the show, but I don't think. I mean, a lot of people don't. Like I said in the intro. A lot of people on here, they just want quick, salutations and how you doing, all that kind of stuff. And, they really don't get too involved. It's either, there are people who discuss, the state of the world, the state of the union, the state of shock, the state of legacy, the state of Capital Land, the state of we make it here, all that kind of stuff. Okay, we're gonna take a little breather, a little break, and a little music. Oh no, we'll go to McNamara.
Not just about food. It's not just about basic sustenance. It's about, well, what is my life about? What is the substance of my life? And that's the falsehood and the empty promise of communism back in the day. It's for the worker. If you do this, you won't need anything else. And those are the words still being used today. Well, nobody needs that kind of wealth. When you talk about Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax, no one needs that kind of wealth. No one, and then they talk about what the rich have. They never use the word earn.